Yo, what's good, y'all? Little first look at Takeda. So, Takeda is kind of awkward, kind of weird, so I don't know, like, what's going to end up being kind of the meta way to play him. But I'm messing around with Takeda Jax right now because you get big damage off combos and you get good grab combos. So, right away with him, he's got a pretty good jab. He's got a good jab string. It's -1 on block. There's no gap in it. You can throw it in an ender that is like -6 on block with a gap. And then he's got this long string with a gap. It's a mid. It's not an overhead like MKX. Got a quick low slide that you can't really hit confirm. You can't really hit confirm that. You just have to know a land. But it's a good little whip punisher. Look how quick it is. And then he's got a forward advancing string, forward 1, 13 frame high, forward 1-2. I'm pretty sure it's safe on block. Yeah, -7, but I think there is a gap. But I'm not sure if they would be able to armor it because it is quick hitting second and third hit. Yeah, so their armor is going to get broken. So that's safe. And again, you can throw on like a little grab ender as well. So to get into like combos and stuff, also pokes. This down one's pretty good. -8 on block, so people aren't really going to be able to punish it unless maybe they poke back quickly. Same thing with his down 3. Down 3's got kind of shitty range. I don't know if I would really use it over down 1. His down 4 is pretty good. Some extra range, a bit slower. And we should be able to jail forward 1 off of it, I would think. Let me see. Put him on duck. And then... yeah. Yeah, so we can jail down 4. Off of that, we can probably jail dash up stand 1. Yep. Okay, so he's got 2 main launchers without Kameo, and that's his EX back forward 2. And also his dash, his back forward 3. If you hold up, you get an overhead teleport that launches. Now, he does have other launchers like his air spear, stuff like that. But if you're just landing something on the ground, you're going to be mostly launching with, you know, this or this, right? So you could do some combos like this, like hit confirm his jab. Hold on, I dropped it. Oh, that's another thing. So he has air strings like 2-4, 1-1-2, and any hit that's cancelable in the air, you can cancel into this like air swing move that's back forward 3 to like continue combos. So for example, if you land like EX back forward 2, you can do like 2-4, swing, 2-4. The timing on it's a bit tricky. You see I'm dropping it. There, yeah, something like that. And then he's got his air spear that you can cancel into as well. So something I'm doing with Jax is I'm using Jax to combo into air spear. So what I'm doing is I'm doing EX back forward 2, jump 2-4, back forward 3, jump 2-4. And then as I'm doing that jump 2-4, I'm calling Jax, the second one, and then I'm canceling it into air spear. So it's going to look like something like this. And then I end the combo with back 2-1, back 4-2. Pretty tricky combo, but as you can see, it gets really good damage. But yeah, just a general way to extend combos with Takeda Jax is to end things with like jump 2-4 air spear and call Jax as you're doing the 2-4. So, and you can apply that to other routes as well, like how I told y'all you can do the teleport up, or the dash up, the back 4-3 up. You could also get jump 2-4 as well there, and then do spear into Jax to continue. So like meterlessly, say you catch him with like, I don't know, like forward 1-2, you could do that teleport move, call Jax, boom, boom, and you're getting like 34% meterless. If you have bar to spend, you can get like something like that. Now off of his grab, so if you look at his grab, he stomps their knee. Once he stomps their knee and then he like rubs his foot down their leg. Once he starts rubbing his foot down their leg, you can call forward Jax and you can get a pickup. Now, here you can do like micro dash back 2 or forward 1 into spear, but it doesn't have much damage, and it's way harder to get than just raw spear. So you can get raw spear, get about almost 18%. You can also obviously EX the spear and get a continuation off of that. You get maybe something like that. Or you could use that ender, that 2-4 spear Jax ender to spend 2 Jaxes and get even more damage. I dropped it. It's tricky when you just do 1, 2, 4. And there's too much gravity to do the whole route we were doing before. See, 28% off a grab. For 1 bar and 2 Kameo, not too bad. And if you notice, I've almost built half a Jax back by the time the combo's over. So, Takeda, he doesn't have, like, the greatest mids and, like, the best, like, offense in the world, I feel like, and, like, counter poking. But with Jax Kameo, you can enhance them to where you're getting big damage off each hit. Or if they're going to sit there and block because you're going to do big damage, then you can start throwing them for 17 to 28%. Now, also, like, one thing about Tequita is, I don't know, like, what Kameo y'all will want to go with, because his, like, projectile game and stuff, it's like he's got Kunai, 5%. He can, like, do stuff like this to get in, stuff like this, teleport, stuff like that. But you're going to be chasing most of the cast, so some of y'all might want to throw on, like, a Serena, maybe, like, a Kung Lao Kameo, maybe a Chameleon. I'm going to mess around with Jax Tequita for a bit, just because I'm loving this explosive damage. But yeah, y'all, to be honest, like, I was playing around with him in matches a little bit, and I'm not sure how I'm going to really play his neutral. Maybe I'll try to, like, bait people trying to press a button, then do backdash, back two. Because one thing about Tequita is, a lot of his stuff has no hurt box, right? So, like, down forward 1, this long poke, no hurt box, because he's just extending his whip. Back 2, no hurt box. Forward 1, no hurt box. So I feel like you want to kind of play around that range, maybe, unless you're up close bullying them with, like, down 1 or his 1-2. Because his 1-2 string, again, no gap. It shimmies decently, which shimmy, that basically means, like, they think you're going to throw, and then they tech and they get hit. Because it's a really quick hitting string where he puts his arms out. So if they're looking for a throw, they might get hit by that. And then you could confirm the second hits. Let me see if I can confirm it. You could confirm into the EX Spear. And then get the combo we're doing. So basically, like, anytime you're plus with Tequita, they're going to have to guess on if you're going to throw them for like 17 to 28%, or they're going to have to guess if you're going to do this -1 jab string into a full combo. You know what I'm saying? So his strike throw game is really freaking good with a Kameo like Jax that can blow up his damage. Now, some other stuff about Tequita, you might be like, oh, Tweedy, what about Kunai's, all that? Now, yeah, he does have this Kunai down back 1, where he just sits on the ground, then you can blow it up with regular. And then he has regular Kunai that does 5%. Regular Kunai is unsafe on block. EX Kunai is not unsafe on block. It's like neutral, I think. And gives that explosion. It doesn't seem to combo off anything, really. Doesn't seem to really combo off much. But you could use it for like plus frames. You could hold it too. You could hold it too so you could get a little setup going. They are mid, so you're not doing like a hard to blockable like on MKX. Another thing about Tequita is... Oh yeah, and another thing in this game, so his anti-airs, his stand 1's decent, stuff like that. But one thing that they buffed in the patch is the down 2 EX. So you can get like our combo off of it. Oh, I had to get the wrong Jax. Kind of tricky, I haven't really practiced it. Yeah, so they're eating like 44%. And remember, they added armor to that. So even if they do something unsafe into like Kano or Striker or something like that, or they do like Kano into a jump in, if you land down 2, you can armor through the Kano knives and punish them like really bad for it. So that's another thing about Tequita is we're probably going to be anti-airing mostly with down 2. Maybe some stand 1 in there, maybe some forward 1 in there, maybe. But yeah. Also, he has these Rekkas. Down forward 4. And if you do it again and again, you get like a string. The ender is safe, but there's a huge gap in it, right? And you can also, similar to like Tarkat and Alien, you can delay it to make it safer. So like if I do down forward 4 right away, you see it's like minus 16. If I delay the second part a little bit, see it's only minus 6. Now the last part, say I do them fast right away, minus 12. Now let me delay the last part a little bit, minus 5. I can get it even lower, I think. Yeah, minus 2, is that? Yeah, minus 2 seems to be about as low as you can get it. Now, with Takeda, he has like these strings, really good strings, like this one. Now that has an armorable gap. 2, 1, 2. That has an armorable gap. But obviously people aren't going to be armoring all the time. And you have these strings that end in overhead, or they just end in mid, so people are going to be blocking, or they're going to be blocking high. So you could just throw on this Rekka on block, and with Jax obviously has this ground pound, so you could like throw in Rekka on block, and then have ground pound to back you up if you see that they block. Obviously, the Rekkas do have gaps, so they can armor. If you delay them, they have gaps that you could interrupt, or that they could interrupt. But it's something you could throw in, because otherwise, you know, you're just playing like minus 1. You're playing like minus 3. What's this on block? Minus 18. Well, this one you could throw in the extra hit or something like that. Slide, you're like minus 6. You know what I mean? You don't want to always just be minus in their face, because you're kind of playing to their advantage. But with these Rekkas, you could throw those in here and there, and then you could maybe have an ambush Kameo to back him up. You could delay him sometimes to make him not that minus. Also, his armored move is this move. I believe it's that move, right? Let me see. Yeah, it's actually a pretty bad armor move, from what I can tell. Pretty slow. Yeah, it's pretty slow. So his armor move, at first glance, doesn't seem that good. It does go far, though. So you could armor through, like, projectiles, maybe. So, let me... Yeah, so you could armor through... Yeah, so against pressure, his armor move isn't going to be the greatest because of its speed. But against, like, projectiles, you could armor through. So, yeah, y'all, this is my first look, kind of overview of Takeda. Also, another thing is he has these, like, weird long jump-ins. And they have kind of like a Street Fighter hit reaction. Where, like, you can't... Look, I'm, like, pressing off of it. And I'm not getting anything. But they leave them in, like, a hit stun. Where if you time it after you recover... I'm not timing it right. You can get a combo. See, that was 4 hits instead of 3. So that's going to be interesting to mess around with. We could, like... Jump a grab, land that. Then go into that. It's like a weird timing. Yeah, we could go into that maybe. We could like try to scout him in neutral with this, because his like diagonal 1 in the air is really good. Also he has this. You could combo into stuff. So yeah, that's my first look at Takeda, little overview, little combos, grab combos, stuff like that. Let me know what y'all think about him so far in the comments down below. Let me know what cameos y'all are using. And, yeah, I'm going to have some more, like... I'm going to have some better videos coming out. It's just, like, I don't really have a grasp on the character yet. Later, y'all.